Apa khabar semua? Hao, Vanakkam. Happy New Year everyone. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 2022. I want you to put in the clap emoji in the chat right now because you made it. 2021 was tough, but look at you, you're here and I want to celebrate that tonight. Welcome back to the Khabar Baik Show where we bring you good news, aka Khabar Baik, happening all around Malaysia. As you already know, the world is loud with negativity. So here, you and me, we're going to turn up that positivity volume knob and, in the famous words of the Black Eyed Peas, pump it louder. Oh, also, the show just turned 1. So thank you for subscribing and celebrating together with us. You have to check out the Khabar Baik 2021 Rewind on Instagram, highlighting some Khabar Baik we celebrated last year. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show for you tonight. Malaysian joined Spain-based cycling team. How to find a job on Twitter? We also have a special guest, Ling Hou Wah, 17-year-old photographer who got featured on Apple. All this and more coming up next on the Khabar Baik Show. Don't go anywhere. Now, I'm not sure if you heard of this yet, but on 1st of January 2022, this guy won a Ford Mustang at a fishing competition in Kedah. That's right, it was a very happy new year indeed for 24-year-old Johorian when he won a Ford Mustang worth 450,000 ringgit during a lucky draw segment of the event in Tasik Darul Aman. Now bear in mind, the competition was held in Kedah and he's from Johor. Can you imagine if the brother thought, alamak, jauh lah nak travel dari Johor ke Kedah, malas lah nak join. Congrats bro, very well deserved. Moral of the story, time to learn how to fish. Moving on to some sports this week, a local cyclist has become the first Southeast Asian woman to sign up for internationally renowned Spain-based Canyon SRAM racing team. The Terengganu cyclist Siti Nur Alia said that the offer from the team was like a dream come true for her. Not just that, the 21-year-old will now be the first and only Malaysian woman cyclist to compete in the UCI Women's World Tour, a premier female elite road cycling tour. I will repay the sacrifices made by my family, coaches and the Terengganu cycling fraternity by bringing glory to Terengganu and Malaysia at the world stage one day, says Alia. Keep it up, Alia! I got no doubt that you will be competing in the Olympics in the near future. And on a note of Happy New Year, our guest for tonight really had a happy new year. Like, I'm talking getting featured on Apple's Instagram, kind of happy, okay? So put in the clap emoji in the chat right now and help me welcome Ling Hou Wah. Ling Hou Wah, welcome to the show. How are you, man? Apa khabar?
Yeah, hi, welcome. Okay, I'm doing fine. Khabar
doing
Baik.
Fine. Khabar Baik. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. I know you got SPM coming soon, right? So you have to focus on your... Next 2 months. Most 17-year-olds are focusing on SPM, and yet here you are. I just want to say congratulations, bro, for getting featured on Apple. This was on January 1st, right?
Yeah.
Really happy New Year, man. Do you expect
thank you so much,
this like how do you feel, man?
Very actually shocked lah. Also, it's actually a mixed reaction lah. I actually don't know how to describe. It's like it's also like very exciting for me and it's shocking and also very unexpected lah. So
you're all over social media now, bro. I saw you on Hits recently. You had an interview with the Hits morning crew. Good job on that. And I think your Instagram has blown up a bit. Apple has 27 million followers. So how, like, tell me about the Instagram growth.
before the 1st of January, I think at about 600 followers or no more, 630 about that lah. Then since the Apple featured it on 1st of January, I actually grown like 50 or 100 a few hundred lah, not that much. Then after when like the Star featured me, then since the Star that day for that 3 days it just blown up like 3 days. I think now I'm not right 2,500 if I'm not wrong.
I was looking at it, so it's at 2,000 something, and I think this is amazing because a lot of people have been talking about your Apple photo only. But when I actually went to your Instagram profile, guys, if you're watching this, you have to check his profile out. You have beautiful shots, bro. You have beautiful shots.
Thank you.
The Apple photo you use iPhone 12 Pro Max. That was
Yeah.
like your phone shot, right? But most of your shots in Instagram, you also use your DJI drone. So that's where
Yeah,
you get
actually
your aerial
most
shots.
yeah, actually most of I used to started like with the phone
Mm.
photography. Then since like the
Ah,
MCO started, then I started to lean more on my drone lah because MCO I also don't scared to meet people physically. Also don't want to meet all the crowded areas. So I just went MCO. That time I actually focus more on my drone lah. I so actually
yeah, yeah,
consider
yeah.
that I don't have much of my I don't have much phone pictures actually as of now.
Ho, before you came on the show, I actually asked you to help me compile or share with me three of your most favorite photos,
Yeah,
and
so
from your
far no.
Instagram, and
Although
and
I haven't posted yet.
yeah. So what Hoa told me was, guys, he said, Chris, actually some of my best work I haven't posted yet. So tonight on the Khabar Baik Show, he will be sharing with us some exclusive shots that he hasn't posted on Instagram yet. Okay, so let's talk about the first one that you shared.
So this one actually, this photo actually, I think is not too much of a not too much of anything to say lah. But it's actually this photo actually give a sense to the viewers that like you can see in this photo like there's actually two tugboats actually working together to pull one big container ship. So it
Yeah.
actually gives the viewers actually a sense of like the importance of teamwork.
Wow.
How important is teamwork in your life. Like there's this proverb that says like united we stand and divided we fall, right? So this is exactly what applies for this container ship, right? It's like if you want to move something big, you need like two tugboats together. You can't just use one. If not, it won't move also. So you need the
True.
combined power of both tugboats. So and it also
Wow.
gives this shot is a bit risky for me also, because actually at that time when I took this, right, I was actually busy with something else, right? I was actually doing some other angles, right? Then I didn't really focus on my battery, my drone battery level. Then by the time when I found out that this shot here, and I found out got this angle here, you can take from this angle.
Yeah.
My I found out that also my battery also gonna die already. So
Oh
my drone
no.
battery, no, it was actually about to die, So it's actually almost prompted me to like force me to return it like that. So I decided to take a
Mm.
bit of a risk because this kind of shot is actually kind of a bit it's kind of rare for it's
It
kind
it
of rare
is
for
it is
like
very rare.
yeah, it's kind of rare for like to see situations like you can when the ship is actually leaving port. There's two tugboats actually pulling it like that. So at that time I decided to take a little risk So
Mm.
I actually risk like one extra minute. I'll squeeze a bit more of the juice out Then when I came back home, it's like the battery was like almost dead. So I think
It's a
this
risk
gives
lah, but
me yeah
it's
yeah
worth it
it's
though. Like I'm looking at the shot, it's so worth it. And it's okay, bro. If let's say your drone crash in the water, right? You just DM DJI only, bro. I'm sure they will sponsor you
no
one, no
lah
problem.
no lah.
And the next one you shared with me is oh, I love this. It's a night shot of the city of Kuala Lumpur. Tell us about this.
Yeah. So this shot actually is like about this building. This shot actually focuses more about this one building in front of us. That's in front of us. This building is actually the Exchange 106 TRX,
Okay.
also known as TRX So
Okay.
at the date at the filming of the time of filming this video, it's actually the second tallest building in Malaysia. It has actually surpassed the Petronas Twin Towers in terms of height. I think at about
Wow.
490 over meters, if I'm not wrong. So that time, what makes this shot special is that it's also like the crown of the building. It's actually very colorful and it will change color. This
It
so it
is.
gives give it so it's like I feel like it's a bit more special and also like I this was actually the exact date that I started to shoot using a different technique Normally before this I actually don't know how people take those shots when you can see like the light flares
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
those
yeah. I can see that.
starbursts, the light flares. So this time I actually first experimented with it. I read like somewhere in like those blogs. Actually, this shot also, in order to took this, the journey was also a bit problematic. Actually, because in order to take this, I actually wanted to fly from somewhere location just nearby. But actually, when I
Okay.
went there, around there, actually, the because everything was still under construction as of now. So the roads, there were like so many roads there, so confusing. So even
Oh
like
no.
the GPS also got lost. So we all were just there turning the circles. We wasted like 1 hour in the traffic jam there. So
KL, man.
yeah, and then it's just around there only, like just around the TRX there. One hour wasted in traffic jam there, and then we made like one wrong turn. Then after we made another wrong turn, so we like repeat the same road two times. Like that. Wow.
It's the journey, man. It's the struggles of being a photographer. So you must find that spot and just drive around KL. The final one that I want to show everyone is this one, bro. Wow, I love this. This is from the top of KLCC.
So this shot actually it actually sort of surprised a lot of people, including my friends, because most of the people they actually only seen like KLCC from the ground, like
Yeah,
from below from the KLCC mall there. So
correct.
not many people actually see the view from the top. So like, this is actually the view to show people to show people like what is actually on top of KLCC. For this also I use like the same technique as how like my previous shot like that. I actually also close the aperture just like that to get the starburst, that light burst effect.
Yeah.
It was like a few days after my first dose of vaccine. So that day I actually didn't expect much. And also before I actually flew this, I went there, Kampung Baru, right?
Okay.
I went there, it was like super jam, So I actually thought of like actually turning back and then just go home like that. But actually we decided to just push on. So we actually stuck in the jam for I think almost half an hour.
Oh,
Half an hour,
goodness.
then we went there to the spot there. Then as we wanted to fly, it's actually the time it was actually the evening, golden hour time. It was actually very cloudy also. So my father told me like you won't expect much. So
when you say we, you are going around with your parents, is it?
Yeah.
To take photos?
Yeah. No, not my parents, just my father only. Because I actually now I don't even have my driving license yet, So I actually rely on my father actually to fetch me wherever I want to go. So
Uncle.
also I need to thank him also.
Yes, everyone. Thank you, Uncle Ling. Thank you, Mr. Ling, for being so supportive and driving him around. Because easily I'm sure your parents would have said that, hey, you have to study for your SPM. Why are you going out? Go and jalan take photo like that. Oh God, God. Did your parents ever say that?
No, they actually let me do what they let me decide on what is the best course of action. Actually, one of the hardest things now for me right now, and including last year, it was actually this phrase called study life balance. Actually, it's like I need to also study, also need to find some time to study and also to do what I also like to do also. So this study life balance is actually like you need to have like you need to be good in your studies. You need to be good in your hobbies, any kind of hobbies, photography or any other stuff. And also you need to have exercise also. So actually as of now, in the past few months, since after my trial, I actually every Saturday morning I actually have an appointment with my friends to play badminton, just exercise. Then during the weekdays also, normally I will try to stay focused during the weekdays to actually try to attend all my tuitions, online classes, and then go and do revisions. Before this Apple feature, I actually spend literally my whole weekdays, Monday to Friday. I just try to study undisturbed without too much of social media distractions. Only like this week, since the Apple feature, I actually can't study. My whole brain actually doesn't want to let me study.
It's okay. You give yourself 1 week, bro. It's okay. I'm sure you have studied enough. And like you said, is study life balance correct or not? So I like that, man. I like that weekdays you work hard, you focus on your studies, then maybe weekends you go out with your dad, go and take some shots.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this. I'm sure we all have people we look up to. So who are some of your maybe like YouTubers or bloggers that you learn from? Like maybe you want to share with us.
I mostly learn from social media actually. Like I actually follow like quite a lot of those professional photographers. Like for Instagram, it's like just Hart Patrick, For those drones one, it's like NASA Harry, and then Siva Kumar, and then what else? There are also quite a lot. I also made like quite a lot of friends with a lot of those photographers. Like we share information, we share like those secrets, those tips. We try to just be buddy. Like I also made some friends like those photographers in Penang actually. Some of them actually won like those Oppo or Vivo photography contests, So I actually keep in touch with them, ask them for like tips and all, and then they also actually asked me also to invite them to KL also. When we come KL, invite them go yam cha. Same thing.
Can you share with us some tips, man? Like let's say phone photography lah. Like what are some tips you want to share with us? So I also want to up my Instagram game.
Actually, phone. Actually, to be honest, actually phone is not that important. Actually, even though like you are using quite even a mid-range phone, like even like as of now, like iPhone, I think 10 and above.
Okay.
As of now,
Okay.
iPhone 10 is considered quite old for now, but the camera is actually quite capable. So actually, you don't need such a good phone. Actually, even those also more than enough. Like if you want to start, actually, you should also like read some articles on like Google, and then
Right.
watch some YouTube videos on like photography all, and also start to know like the theory first, like what is it all about. Then after once you like you know already, then you can actually start practicing because there's this saying like practice makes perfect, so the longer you practice, so the better you get lah. So what else?
Yeah, you forgot. Must follow
No,
Ling Hou Wah on Instagram. Learn from his style. Go and get inspired. And also, must use iPhone also lah. Correct or not?
no lah.
I joking lah. I'm a huge
Not necessarily.
Apple fan. I'm a huge Apple fan.
No, you should also like as you're practicing, actually you should actually try different angles also lah, compared to others like if you want to shoot something, like try not to shoot at actually eye level because eye level is the most commonly seen level. Like if you want to shoot like certain beach scenes, you should actually shoot low to the ground lah. Actually, this is it's a bit give it a bit more make it a bit more like special like that lah. And also you should also, the most important thing is also that you must actually learn from others lah. Don't be too foolish lah. If people ask, you just give them advice, and then you also learn from all the professionals. Like you actually should collaborate with them, or actually like ask some questions to them, ask for some tips and tricks, those kind of things actually. So actually there's not too much.
Yeah, I like that. You heard that, guys. You heard it first from Ling Hou Wah. Keep learning and learn from others. Don't think that you can do it on your own. Learn from the professionals. And nobody's perfect, advice. Correct or not? Ask for advice, exactly. So, before we wrap up tonight, I just want to ask you one more question. So, what's next for you, bro?
What's next? So the first thing that's in my mind now is my SPM, of course. My SPM.
Yes, of course, SPM.
So my SPM I think in the next 2 months, I won't try to go out too much also. Just stay put at home, just study, focus for my exam first. Then after my exams, maybe I have like, I think a few months before I go college. Those few months I will just spend more time shooting. So I also have plans to like sell my photos also to those of you who want to buy it.
I like how you're thinking, because a lot of people, we tend to plan 10 years ahead. But I like how you are just like, okay, next is SPM first. Focus on that. I, do my best for that. And then from there, okay, what's next? I think there is a story behind every shot you take, and it's beautiful, man. And I'm looking through your Instagram. People who are not following him, you have to follow him right now. It's Hou Wah Ling on Instagram. And so with that, I just want to say thank you so much, bro, for being here on the Khabar Baik Show, our very first guest for 2022. Thanks, man.
Yeah, welcome.
All right, see you, bro. And that is all the time we have for this week. Thanks so much for watching till the end. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy celebrating good news and spreading positivity, what you can do right now is hit that subscribe button, as we will be back next week with more Khabar Baik. Also, I need your help. If you see or hear about some good news happening around Malaysia, do DM me on Instagram, okay? It may just be on the show next week. And before we wrap up, I asked some of our viewers to share a word of the week for us. It's a new segment called Wow. And this week, it's from John at John Au. And his word for the week is hot. There you have it, folks. May opportunities come in hot for all of you this week. My name is Chris. This is the Khabar Baik Show, reminding you that if you look for good news, you'll find it. Good night, everyone. See you next week. New Year indeed for 24-old. When he won a Ford Mustang award. Oh my. You farted. Damn smelly, man.